Alright, doing a holiday cube draft here. So, which means that there is power in this cube, although there is no power in this pack. So, I think I can narrow down this pick to 3 cards, and that is Karn Liberated, very strong card. It's a very good card to ramp into with power or mana acceleration. Also there is Factor Fiction, which is a very good card draw spell, or Deceiver Exarch, which can put you in a blue-red twin deck. I think Karn is the best card here. It's pretty easy to ramp into. There's a lot of mana acceleration. I think there is 10 signets and all the moxes and mana vault and stuff. So it also keeps me a little bit more open as for colors. Maze of Ith is cool, but this is not a cube that is defined by creatures, so I don't think Maze of Ith is that insane. I'm gonna start off with Karn and see where we go from there. Do I have a fast one now? But it's kind of hard to utilize. You need it in your opening hand basically. If you draw it late, it doesn't do anything. I can still also take Mere Battleseer. There's another card that is a good card to ramp into. Venser is a good all-around card, so also would go very well if I went into a blue deck. Mere Battleseer is also sweet with Tinker, if you can get it, or Metal Worker. Dragonlord Silumgar is a little too committing, and it's not really about huge creatures either. Venser is very good since you do cast this big expensive spell sometime and Venser can bounce that back. I'm gonna take Venser. I think the card is just the best card in the pack. And blue is probably the best color. Alright. Karakas is surprisingly good. It also is a combo with Venser. Means you can bounce a spell every turn. Geyser Centraft is interesting, but this is not really the card for this cube. I also have a couple of fetch lands, Polluted Delta and Verdant Catacombs. And if I obviously would take Polluted Delta since it's on color. I think I'll take the fetch land here. Fetch lands are very good. If you can pick up either a shock land or a real dual land, they are very good. So Frost Titan, that is kind of spicy. It's also Thoughtseize, and it's a good disruptive card. Treasure Cruise is interesting, but it's kind of hard to put that many cards in your graveyard. Supreme Verge is a good control card, but maybe I want Thoughtseize. Looks like blue-black control could be a thing. Frost Titan is fine. This is interesting. I think I take Thoughtseize. It's a nice disruptive card. Monastery Mentor. It's kind of spicy. I think Mentor is pretty good in this cube. Can play with a lot of cheap disruption like Thoughtseize. Would put me into a third color. I could just ditch either Thoughtseize or Venser. Tasigur is also an option. Yeah, I think I take Monastery Mentor. I think that card can be very good. So either be Esper or try to go for either blue-white. I don't think black-white is a good archetype in this cube. Time Spiral. And Metal Worker, but I didn't pick the Mere Battleseer. I think Baleful Strix looks kind of spicy in a blue-black disruptive control shell. Yeah, I mean, looks good. There is a Golgari Signet, or Gruul Signet. It's not really the Signet I'm looking for. It's also Lifebane Zombie, which could randomly be very good if you play against a green or a white deck. Could take Oblivion Ring, works pretty good with Monastery Mentor. But Mana Confluence is not really for this deck. If you play a control deck, you don't want to pay life to cast your spells. Things I don't know if Life Pain Zombie is that good, but people like this green controlling decks. So one already is open. Nezumi Graveyard is good sideboard guard against Reanimator strategies, and Tidehollow Scholar is good if I want to go Esper control. Looks kind of slow. If my opponent is Reanimate, I think that card is too slow. I'm gonna take Tidehollow Scholar. I might go Esper. Fire Ice is a thing. Maybe I can pick up. I can play Ice, and then maybe I get the red dual and Volcanic Island to get with Polluted Delta. Also Fate's Feathers. Maybe Fate's Feathers is just better. I find that card to be good. Don't want any of these cards. Maybe I can play Academy Rector if I get something specific. Geist. I think like Shambling. Dismember is probably pretty good. And Supreme or Vindicate. Kind of feel like I'm losing track of it. I'm gonna be leaning a lot of mana fixing. I think 2 white is too hard for this deck. Vindicate looks pretty good with Mentor. Deed. Disenchant. So this looks like an Esper control deck, but I will be needing some more mana fixing. I do have Polluted Delta. Mind Twist. That is a spicy card. It's also Tinker, but it didn't pick up any of the Mirror Battlesphere. It's a shame. Also Scrubland. Mind Twist is very good. You can just randomly win games. So I think it's between Mind Twist and Scrubland. I think Mind Twist is just broken, so I'm gonna take it. Stoneforge. I don't have any equipments though. Chromox Acceleration. Painful Truths is a nice card draw spell. Yeah, I think Painful Truths is pretty good here. Troll Magic, cool. Also Brainstorm. I do have a Polluted Delta or Liliana. Or Damnation. It's a lot of cards. Also, I don't know what Leyline of Sanctity is doing in the deck. I guess protection from burn deck. I think Liliana is very good. Oh, Flooded Strand. I like Vendilion Click. It's a very good disruptive card, but it looks like we're gonna be not playing too much blue, and Flooded Strand is... First of all, it can get me to on-color basics, and second of all, I can pick up Tundra, Underground Sea, Scrubland, or the equivalent of the Shocklands. Bribery. That is interesting. Dimir Signet looks kind of sweet. Godless Shrine is great. I can get it with both Polluted Delta or Flooded Strand, but I think Dimir Signet is mana acceleration and mana fixing, so I think Dimir Signet is better actually. So it's just an Esper good stuff deck, and mana acceleration works good with Mind Twist and Karn. Let's see. Also, it gives me a monk for Monastery Mentor, which is looking very good in this deck. I have a lot of non-creatures built. This deck probably can't beat mono red. So let's hope we're not playing against mono red. We did see a late Goblin Guide, so that's hopeful. This pack is not great. We do have Burial Rites, but we have nothing great to accelerate into, so I think Celestial Colonnade is a good pickup, mana fixing and a finisher. First is of Knowledge is fine, but we do have some mana acceleration already. Don't like seeing this Eidolon. I think Temple of Silence is a fine mana fixer, and also gives you a little bit of scry. Pack Rat. Could Pack Rat be a thing? Don't know. I think Liliana is a very good card against in some matchups. Gets you back into the game. Let's try it. Scrubland. Great. Pestermite and Necrotroll is fine, but they're not broken, so I think Scrubland is great. So Stoneforge without any equipments or Kitchen Things. Kitchen Things is a very good card against the mono red deck, but Stoneforge could be insane if we get Batterskull. This is hard. I'm just gonna hope to not play against mono red and take the Stoneforge. Spellskite is a very good sideboard card. Take out, I guess Goblin Welder is the most scary card. Wrath of God, yeah, see, I don't think mono red is too scary. Time Walk. And I don't think there is too much contention for Time Walk here. Anguish Unmaking I would play, and Timed Reinforcement and Grifting Cloudskate are both pretty good. There is Channel and Ulamog in the same pack. I'm gonna take Time Walk though. Hoping to get a Batterskull for my Stoneforge. So Time Walk is not the best power you can open, but it's still a good card. Works really good with Monastery Mentor, as anyone who's played Vintage can verify. Against mono red I might actually sideboard out the Mind Twist. Put in Spellskite. Spellskite is very good against twin decks, if there is a twin deck, or against the burn decks. And Mox Pearl, okay. It is an on-color Mox. Yeah, Asher would be good too. Upheaval is pretty good, but I don't have that much mana acceleration, so I don't think Upheaval is that good in this deck. And now Blightsteel. This pack is not very good, so I guess I take another mana fixer. Now my mana is very good. If I had Tinker, I would pick up Blightsteel probably. If I had Caracas, I could go nuts with Linval. Alright, but so right now I'm not gonna play the Stoneforge unless I get sick equipment like Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright. Solemn would be good too, but I think Stoneforge and Sword of Fire and Ice is good enough. I also have Baleful Strix, which can carry equipment, or Venser. So. Ooh, Shelldock Isle, I like that card. It's also Wall of Omens. Don't want to play Armageddon. Marsh Flats I would take if I didn't already have that much. Fixing. So yeah, I think Shelldock Isle is very good. I'm gonna take it. Basically you start with 40 cards in your deck, and then you very quickly are down to 33 cards. So it doesn't take too much card draw to do that. So I have Skull Clamp now, which goes very well with Stoneforge. And it's pretty good with Monastery Mentor too. I could go for the Throat, but I think Skull Clamp is interesting. I'm gonna take Jace. I actually don't have a Planeswalker yet, so I think Jace is good. Alright, Sphinx's Revelation. Or Kalitas. Kalitas is better with Skull Clamp, but I think Sphinx's Revelation is a very good way to break up the mirror. And Riftwind Cloudscape, that card is good. Or Timely Reinforcement. But again, I don't think anyone is playing mono red. So I can take Temple, but at this point I think my mana is good. Ultimate Price is fine. Take Exalted Angel. Position. Don't want to play that. Take out the elements. I think playing 17 lands is fine with the Mox. So. Card seems good against me. And sideboard card. Not great sideboard card. Only triggers from warriors, and this is not a warrior. Not a warrior. Not a warrior. So yeah, an interesting deck. Should be in deck building momentarily here. Alright, yeah, I think this main deck is fine. So as for lands, I do have two black-white lands. Shelldock Isle is mono blue and Mox Pearl is mono white. I also have two blue-white lands. So I have a lot of white. And mostly black cards. One double black and some double blue cards. So I should put in 10 lands. I think I want 4 swamps, 3 islands and 3 plains. Yeah, it seems okay. But let's do it like this. So yeah, I'm a little bit scared of mono red, but I did see a lot of late red cards, so hopefully we don't play against that. I will see you for round 1.